So what I have right behind me is called dgweshkandewewzewangok in Potawatomi, and Yarrow in English, or Achillea millefolium in Latin. And this beautiful little wildflower plant is probably most well known for its use as a band-aid. This feathery leaf here, if you get cut in nature or out in the woods, you can crush it up. So you gotta crush it up really fine, kind of get those juices out of it, and then you'd put it on your skin and hold it there. If you had you know, a really big cut, it'd be harder, but you know, if you're just a little scrape or something, 1 or 2 leaves is enough. And if you had some water to put in it, it would, when it dried a little bit, you could kind of leave it on there because it doesn't stay. Plus my arm is hairy. So, but the juices are what you want inside the leaf there, the medicinal part that helps with clotting your blood. So that's definitely, it's a very good first aid plant. Everybody should know about it for that alone. But it's also a very powerful plant in terms of the medicinal properties it has and the types of things that it helps with. So you can use it to relieve fever because it induces sweating. You can use it for stomach ache. Women can use it on their moon. You can, just the list of things that you can do with it. It helps with toothaches. Because of its antibacterial properties, it's generally good for an internal medicine. We make teas out of it. Like I said, it could be used crushed on your skin as a poultice. So there's a lot of things. If you're curious about finding this plant, it's pretty cosmopolitan. It grows on every continent except Antarctica, and this is a very lush form of it because it's in the garden. In the Arctic tundra, it probably doesn't grow more than 6 inches to a foot tall, but you know, down here in warm Oklahoma, it gets a couple feet tall. And you'll always be able to notice it when it's flowering because it has this umbel, this kind of umbrella-shaped flower, inflorescence I should say, not flower, because it's a bunch of flowers. And then these feathery leaves, feathery or ferny leaves is another characteristic for it. And there's another name in Potawatomi for it. It's, I can never pronounce it right, but it relates to it looking like a flying tail or flying squirrel tail. If you're using it in any way, really, the part that we use is the leaf. And of course, this mature leaf is going to be stronger than a little flower leaf like this on the peduncle. And you can use it pretty much in any season. There's probably times when it's stronger, like right now when it's flowering, it's probably, the medicinal properties are not as high, but you know, as a first aid plant, it's going to be useful, or it's going to be usable anytime you need it. And then, you know, if you're using it as a tea or internally, again, it could be stronger, the medicine, could it be stronger in it when right before it flowers, but still useful no matter what time of season. Just, you know, always give respect to the plant, and you know, give your offering, whatever your ways are, whatever your teaching is, sema, or if you have another way of paying respect to the plants that you're gathering, that's always good. It grows in gardens, it grows on the edges of forest, in the edges of wetlands, disturbed sites, agricultural lands. You know, it's pretty common plant, very weedy and aggressive, but not invasive in the least. This plant relative can be found pretty much anywhere. I mean, you could even probably find it growing out of the cracks of sidewalks in the cities and stuff. And it's a great plant for a first aid plant, but it's also great for relieving some internal remedies. And if you were growing it in the garden, you could grow it in full sun or part sun, and you could almost drown it in water, or you could grow it in a pretty dry, rocky area. It also grows in the southwest deserts, so it really is a very adaptable plant.